Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing for a moment of silence. HCA Today is a public forum of student expression. Students make all content decisions and opinions do not necessarily represent those of Horse Creek Academy.
Howdy Stallions! Coming up on today's show, we have a new Take a Look at This.
And we share what HCA thinks about a future phone ban. I'm Abigail Turner.
And I'm Erin Fox. Today is Wednesday, September 4th, and it is National Wildlife Day. HCA Today starts now. Want to have an impact on your school while building leadership skills that will look great on college and job applications? If so, see Mr. Mulkey for an application for joining High School Student Council. Meetings are from 7:50 to 8:15, Wednesday and Friday. Applications are due September 16th. Check this out. There's a dash cam video where a state trooper tries to pull over an impaired driver who's going the wrong way on the interstate. But here's the twist. The driver just completely ignores the cop. Jeremy Roth has today's Take a Look at This.
Watch a Florida state trooper try to stop an impaired driver going the wrong way on the interstate and then have to try and do it again. FHP officials were alerted to a vehicle driving the wrong way on I-75 near Tampa and responded. The trooper positioned their vehicle to block the driver, who instead appeared to ignore the trooper's car, flashing lights and all, and continue on, heading straight at the oncoming headlights. The trooper then tried another tact, as in a tactical pit maneuver, and only then did the driver decide to stop, sideways, in the middle of the interstate. Yes, spoiler alert, the motorist was arrested for driving under the influence, and FHP later posted the vid with some advice. Next time, use a rideshare or designated driver. Speaking of things that shouldn't be on the road, here's one you don't see every day, a full-blown ostrich straight chillin' in traffic in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. The great big flightless bird was reportedly one of two on the loose and appeared to take a little convincing, but eventually moved from the busy road before being corralled and collected by its owner. Finally, if you thought that animal was exotic, take a look at what just hatched at the San Antonio Zoo. The zoo announced a successful incubation of 71 tiny Texas horned lizards, also known as horny toads. And I do mean tiny, like tiny enough to fit on a quarter. The effort, a combined one with Zoo Miami, was done to combat population dwindling due to habitat loss. And if you weren't already in love with these tiny, spiny specimens, just watch this adorable wiggle butt burrow. Oh my gosh, that's it. That's it. I'm getting one. For Take a Look at This, I'm Jeremy Roth, and I'm headed to the zoo.
I'm with Jeremy on this one. I'm totally up for going to the zoo too.
Yeah, those toads were super tiny. Stick around after the break. We're diving into your thoughts on the school's cell phone ban. Attention members of the Junior Beta Club. We now have a new Google Classroom, so please join using the code on the screen. Here, you will find important information about volunteer hours, meetings, suggestions for service hours, and an online reporting form. Please see Mrs. Nelson in the 8th grade hall if you have any questions. The state legislature has passed a rule that schools have to ban phones in classrooms. HCA doesn't have a ban yet, but what if we did? That's what we're chatting about on today's Village Voice.
Cell phones are something that can help you if you need to communicate to someone outside of school, but during school hours, when you're not supposed to have it, it's not useful and can distract you.
I feel like it's going to cause a lot more, it's just going to cause a lot more problem than it's going to be solution. I think that if you, in the school settings, if you manage your classroom efficiently, I think that cell phones are very doable.
I feel like it can get in the way, but I feel like you should be allowed to in like lunch and, if we're not doing anything.
It's very difficult to teach in a class where people have their cell phones out. You can't, I can't compete with somebody playing with a cell phone or on their cell phone. I'm not as interesting as TikToks, and so it's very hard to teach when people have their phones.
I believe that you should be allowed to have them in class, but not while you're doing work or while the teacher is talking. When you're not doing work, I believe you should be able to play on your phone.
I don't think phones should be banned in school because I think that a lot of students use them for their classes, so I think it's kind of important to have them for that.
I feel like you could use it to, like, if there's an emergency, in case like your mom or dad needs something from you.
I think that you should be able to have your own responsibility, especially if you're in high school. Like if you're done with your work, maybe get on it, but while you're not on your work, not doing your work, you don't have to be on it.
Everyone's got different opinions, but when it comes to banning phones in school, it's really about finding that sweet spot between staying connected and staying focused. We will keep you posted on any changes to the HCA cell phone policy. That's all for today's show. Be sure to follow us on Instagram at Horse Creek Media. You can also subscribe to our YouTube channel. Just search Horse Creek Media. Reporting for HCA Today, I'm Abigail Turner.
And I'm Erin Fox. It's a good day to have a good day.